Hello my dear friends, welcome to this class. In our last video class we have learnt about Bismillah Khan. I have already asked you to complete the textual exercises after that lesson. I hope you have already completed. If you have not completed, please pause this video, complete all the textual exercises and then come back to this video. It's time for us to get all those things checked. Open your textbook, page number 25. Let's get this thing started. Thinking about the text. Tick the right answer. You got to tick the right answer. The Shehnai or Pangi was a reeded noisemaker. What makes unpleasant noise? Shehnai or Pangi? You can guess that. What? Pangi. Pangi makes unpleasant noise. Next. Bismillah Khan, a barber, Ali Bucks, transformed the Pangi into a Shehnai. Who transformed the Pangi into a Shehnai? Bismillah Khan, a barber, or Ali Bucks? Who transformed it? It's the barber. So, that's the right answer. Next, Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors were, he was born in the family of professional musicians, so we can know this. Bismillah Khan learned to play the Shehnai from, he learned Shehnai from whom? Ali Bucks. So that's the right answer. Next, Bismillah Khan's first trip abroad was to which country did he go first? It is Afghanistan. So these are the right answers. Pangi was a reeded noisemaker. A barber transformed the Pangi into a Shehnai. Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors were professional musicians. Bismillah Khan learned to play the Shehnai from Ali Bucks. Bismillah Khan's first trip abroad was to Afghanistan. You have already listened to this lesson, already read the textbook, so you get all these answers right. I hope you have got them right. Let's move on to the second Roman. Okay. Find the words in the text which show Ustaz Bismillah Khan's feelings about the items listed below. Then mark a tick in the correct column. Discuss your answers in the class. We cannot discuss these answers in the class, but still we can complete the answers. Bismillah Khan's feelings about teaching children music. Is he positive about teaching children music, or negative, or neutral? We have to find out. Bismillah Khan actually was very positive about teaching to children. So, he is positive about that. What does he feel about the film world? Is he comfortable in the film world? What did he say about that? Bismillah Khan's feelings about the film world, are they positive or negative? Yes. He did not like the artificiality of the film world, so he limited his ventures in the films to only 2. We have already learned that. So, his feelings about film world, celluloid world is negative. Next, Bismillah Khan's feelings about migrating to the USA. Had he ever wanted to migrate to USA? No, he never wanted to go to USA. He visited USA, but he did not want to migrate there. So, his feelings about migrating to USA are negative. Next, playing at temples. Yes, he was a devout Muslim. He was born in the family of Muslims and he was a devout Muslim. We have learnt already about that. But he never had any negative feelings playing at the temples. He always loved to play at the temples. So he had all positive feelings to play at the temples. Next, getting the Bharat Ratna. Yes, he was positive about getting the Bharat Ratna. So you can simply put a tick over there. The banks of the Ganga. How does he feel about the banks of the Ganga? Actually, that was one of his favorite places. Right? Jumaran was his favorite place and Varanasi is also his favorite place. He used to practice for hours and hours on the banks of river Ganga. So he was very positive about the banks of the river Ganga. So what about leaving Benares and Jumran? He never thought of leaving Benares and Jumran because he likes those two places very much. So he was negative about leaving Benares and Jumran. We have completed these two Romans now. Let's move on to the third Roman. Turn to the next page. Let's turn to next page. Answer these questions in 30 to 40 words. I hope you can answer all these on your own in your notebook. I want all of you to write them. Moving on to the next Roman. Thinking about language. Look at these sentences. Evelyn was determined to live a normal life. Evelyn managed to live. Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. The italicized parts answer the questions. What are the questions? Evelyn was determined to live a normal life. What was Evelyn determined to do? So the answer is Evelyn was determined to live a normal life. And what did Evelyn manage to do? Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. So they begin with, the answer begins with a to verb. After to, you write the base form of the verb. To infinitive, we say that to infinitive. So to live, to conceal. You can think of any possible answers here, right? Complete the following sentences beginning with a to verb. Try to answer the questions in brackets. So let's try to answer these. The school sports team hopes. What does it hope to do? What does the school sports team hope to do? That is the question. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be starting with 2 plus V1. So let's see here. The school sports team hopes. What can we write here? To please excuse my handwriting, it is not so good on this computer screen. I am writing with a digital pen over here, so please excuse my handwriting. We all want dash. What do we all want? So answer must start with 2. What do we all want to do? We all want right now at this point of time. What do we all want? We all want to be safe right now. That's what we all want, right? Yes. Moving on. You can write your own answers. Don't think that whatever the answers that I write here are correct. You can write anything on your own here. It must be suitable there. If it is suitable, I have no objection at all. They advised the hearing impaired child's mother. So answer must start with 2 now here. 2. They advised the hearing impaired child's mother to take special care. You can write anything you wish to, right? You can write, they advised the hearing impaired child's mother to take her to a specialist, to use hearing aids, something like that you can write. No worries at all. Okay, next. The authorities permitted us to. To is already given for this, so we do not have to write again. The authorities permitted us to. What did the authorities permit us to do? So they gave permission for us to do something. What is it? You can write anything. The authorities permitted us to construct a building. You can write over here. Construct a building. Okay, the authorities permitted us to construct a building. A musician decided to, what did the musician decide to do? He decided to open a school. He decided to open a school. So we have completed this Roman. Let's move on to the next one now. Roman number 2. From the text on Bismillah Khan, find the words and phrases that match these definitions and write them down. The number of the paragraph where you will find the words or phrases has been given for you in brackets. Let's see. The home of royal people. What is the home of royal people? I will show you the first one. Reminding all, I want you to do. What is the number given here? 1. That means you can find the word in the first paragraph. Let's go to the first paragraph. So this is our first paragraph. So in this we find the word. What is the word? Royal residence. Yes. Here we have got. Who had access to the royal palace? What do you mean by palace? The home of royal people is palace. So we can write this over there. For the remaining, I want you to find out. Okay, here you can write okay. So the state of being alone. This word will be found in 5th paragraph. You can refer to the 5th paragraph and you can find the word and write it there. For now, I am going to reveal that to you. Solitude. The answer would be solitude. Who used it to practice in solitude? Bismillah Khan used it to practice in solitude. He used it to practice in solitude on the banks of the river Ganga, right? You remember that. A part which is absolutely necessary. Which part is absolutely necessary? This word would be found in paragraph 2. The word is, I hope you have got it right, indispensable. Indispensable. So if something is indispensable, we cannot actually separate that. Let's go to the next page. To do something not done before. When we are doing something that's not done before, we are going to invent that. So the word is invent. Okay. Without much effort. Without much effort, if you complete something, then you complete it effortlessly. Right? Effortlessly. I have written over here a little mistake, so let me write it over again. Effortlessly. Okay, quickly and in large quantities. Awards came quickly and in large quantities to Bismillah Khan. What does that mean? He got awards thick and fast. We find this in 9th paragraph. Okay, let's move on to the next Roman. Tick the right answer. When something is revived, it. Tick the right answer. We are going to tick that now. The different color. Okay. So let's see. Tick the right answer. When something is revived. If something is revived, what happens? It remains dead or it lives again? What is it? It lives again. People hoped that Pangi would be revived one day. There we got that word, if you remember that. Okay, next. When a government bans something, it wants it stopped. Government bans something, then it gets stopped. It's not started. When we ban something, we want that to be stopped. Okay. When something is considered auspicious, then we are going to welcome it. We are not going to avoid it. We are going to welcome it. When we take to something, we find it boring or interesting. Bismillah Khan took to music early in his life, right? So he found it interesting. Bismillah Khan took to music early in his life. If you start to get interested in something, then you can simply say, I take to music nowadays, I take to dance nowadays. Like that, you can use it. When you appreciate something, you dash. When you appreciate something, you find it good and useful, or you find it of no use. Obviously, when we appreciate something, we find it good and useful. Next, when you replicate something, you do it for the first time or for the second time. Where did we get this word replicate? The student said to Bismillah Khan that he would replicate the temples in United States of America. Whatever the temples that are there in Kasi, he is going to replicate them in USA, so that Bismillah Khan would agree to come over there to head the Shehnai school. But actually Bismillah Khan said no, but he wanted to replicate the temples in United States of America. So the temples are already here and he wanted to replicate them, so for the second time. When we come to terms with something, when you come to terms with something, that means you are no longer upsetting about that. Okay? Bismillah Khan could not come to terms with artificiality of the film world. That's why he kept himself away from the celluloid world. Is that clear for all of you? Okay. I hope you have got all of these right. So let's have a look at this dictionary work. The sound of the Shehnai is auspicious. The auspicious sound of the Shehnai is usually heard at marriages. The adjective auspicious can occur after the verb be, as in the first sentence, or before a noun, as in the second. But there are some adjectives which can be used after the verb be and not before a noun. What is all this about? We have adjectives, and some adjectives can be used only before a noun. Some adjectives cannot be used before a noun. This is all what we are talking about. We cannot say the overjoyed man. We can say Ustaz Fayaz Khan was overjoyed, but you cannot say the overjoyed man. The adjective overjoyed cannot be used before a noun. Man is a noun there and we cannot use it before there. Look at these entries from the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary 2005. So these are the entries from that dictionary. Elder, it's an adjective. Noun. So adjective only before noun. You can see here. You can see only before noun. So this adjective should be used only before noun. We cannot use it at other places, right? So let's see this. Awake. Awake. Adjective, verb. Adjective not before noun. We are not supposed to use this before a noun. Awake. Awake cannot be used before a noun. So when you refer to the dictionary, you will find things like this. So what is our work now to do? Consult your dictionary and complete the following table. The first one has been done for you. Indispensable, it is an adjective obviously. Indispensable is an adjective. And can it be used only before a noun or not before noun? Both before and after the verb be. Yes, we can use indispensable both before and after the verb be. That's why he put here a tick mark. I want you to try all these out. I am not going to reveal the answers for all these. I hope you all have dictionaries. So I want you to look up all these words in the dictionary and then find out whether they can be used only before the noun or not before the noun or both before and after the verb be. I am leaving this activity for all of you. So with that we can conclude, I think. Yes, all the textual exercises are done with that. After that, some speaking and writing activity is there, and I want to discuss that writing activity also. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there, says Evelyn Glennie. You have now read about two musicians, Evelyn Glennie and Ustaz Bismillah Khan. Do you think that they both worked hard? Where did they want to go? Answer these questions in two paragraphs, one on each of the two musicians. So you write one paragraph about Evelyn Glennie and you write another paragraph about Ustaz Bismillah Khan. So what are you going to cover in that paragraph? Do you really think that they both worked hard? Where did they want to go in their life? That's what I want you to answer in two different paragraphs about the two great musicians. With that, I am going to close this video. Take care all of you. Bye bye. Take care.